The world has it's well past stupidity. It's to the point of I can't even. I don't know I don't know how to even respond to people. People are so absolutely bizarre. Not gonna call them ignorant. I'm gonna call them stupid. Just bizarre. Just strange. Like strange creatures. It's like from a strange fruit. So many funny stories. Good stories. Fun ones. A lot of hilariousness in a good way. People that laugh at jokes when something they don't understand it, they'll laugh at it. But then if there are some jokes that people don't laugh at and they're trying to figure it out and they don't know why it's funny, those are the best kind. Where like only some people laugh because they're going, why is that? They're trying to like it's like doing a algebra. A good joke is like algebra, really. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I love I love a good fart joke. What's up, Damien? What you doing, yo? Talking about fart jokes and and algebra. Fart jokes and algebra. This is that's the topic for today. I don't know where I should start this with. Yeah. So I live in a building. My domicile is lots of floors, lots of hallways, and blah blah blah. And I've walked up and down most of them, and um, they all have a certain odor. Every hallway has its own odor. Okay, so some of it smells like Indian curry. Some of it smells like someone smoked all of the cigarettes. Some of it smells like old people, dying old people. Hold on. Some of it smells like just like gym socks. Like sweaty, sweaty taintal regions. Some of it smells like herbs, like maybe someone is incense. Some hallways now and then it'll smell like weed. So in my wing of the in my floor, I think the whole floor, there was like a notice on everybody's doorstep that somebody's smoking weed in the building, which is hilarious because I've lived here for quite a long time. And every floor with its odors. Um, it's funny because I've never smelled weed in this hallway. I don't even smoke, so which is fucking funny. I look like I do, right? But no. I'm in public or whatever. If like I'm out, somebody's got herbs, whatever. But no, I don't even smoke like that, and I've never smelt it. So I'm just wondering like who where is I? Although I do, there's a couple neighbors in a different direction. I know I've smelled it since day one. I've been here, and I'm like, why now? Like, what's the who just now figured out that somebody in on some floor. How many people are in the building? You see how many people smoke like or light incense or just whatever in their apartment? Like Jesus, the most hilarious thing. Like somebody, no one has ever. I've never gotten a notice uh, for all the people that smoke cigarettes in the house. And there's definitely a lots of people, even though it's like it's no smoking building. I'm pretty sure. It's just, like where are people like how do I thought everybody had to wear a mask these days, which means they shouldn't be able to smell anything anyways. How do they smell anything? Aren't they wearing their mask? That should filter out all of the problems. I just wanted to get to a fucking mask joke. The I've been watching so many videos of like people on the news. They'll have their mask on and they'll have the mask like this. That's how they do it. They put the little blue one on and they go like this. They'll be on the news like, well, um, now they have a microphone stuck in their face and talking like, yeah, but now I can. But the rest of the time we'll do this. We'll do this one. And I was watching this basketball game. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was like a D3 collegiate or a high school game, but everybody had. I think everyone had a mask, but everyone was wearing it exactly like this, just like that. They just had it a mat like that. It was like part of their uniform. Like, why do they even have that? What is the purpose? Like, if anybody's not getting the purpose of it at this point, what they're ah, it's amazing. When does everybody get the joke? When does anybody like this? It was supposed to be like, didn't they say 2 weeks, curve it, flatteny thingy stuff, and now everybody wants to go get a shot, a vaccine, something. I don't know. This is what they say. That the clinical trials to figure out if something is if there's efficacy, if they can use it, it takes about 7 or 8 years. Not 9 months. It can't. It's against their own rules to even figure that out. They have no idea. And people are like, oh, it's gonna. This is how. Really? That's how that. Well, I mean, are people getting dumber? I have to question this. Are people getting dumber, or are people just? I mean, what is? uh, what is? Let's talk about Maslow's. What Maslow's theory, this his hierarchy of needs in the world. Let's change it up to what are the hierarchy of needs? What do you need in the world? What are the requirements for life? Breathing, oxygen is number one, right? And literally, people are putting a mask on and taking away number one prime. That's what you need. That's what you need to live. So that's taken away. Clean water. Well, we haven't had clean water in a long time. So you have to actually go through a process to clean the water, to distill the water. It was supposed to just come through the pipes and come here, but then they would they I don't know how they call them water filtration plants, but yet they're not filtering the water. They're adding things to it. They're not filtering it. They're putting stuff in it. So that's the opposite of filtration. So I don't. Is that am I just giving it the wrong name? So put masks on, and there's the air is filthy, and then the water is. Remember when water was free? Now you got to pay a dollar 29 for a bottle of water. How the hell? That's more expensive. It's more expensive to get clean water than it is to get a Coca Cola or to get a any kind of soda pop. Soda pop, soda pop and see. So Maslow's we're working on another hierarchy of requirements for life, and then after air and then water. Before food comes before food, air and water are first and second, and water is right there along with a housing structure, a domicile to warmth. We'll call it warmth. It's here's the requirements for living: air, warmth, then water. Warm. Nobody likes to be cold. Anybody that likes the cold is lying. They're lying. They don't. It's like, oh, I fucking enjoy the cold. No, you're putting up with it. That's what you're doing. Nobody likes cold. So, air, warmth, water. We're not even into food yet. And don't worry, we're not going to get to music comes before food. Look at all the greatest albums: music and liquor. Food and liquor, food and liquor and music. Somewhere in there, I don't know. I don't know what's more important. Food. What does food eventually turn into? Go ask an elephant. Go and ask an elephant what they consume. Elephants love gin. They like the all sorts of animals will let fruit spoil, so it starts to ferment and turn into alcohol, and they consume that. And they get animals Undomesticated animals get drunk. Imagine that. What do you think they're trying to do? What do people do? Why does anybody do anything? To alter their states of being, to alter their mind, just to think something different, to be a different way, you know. It doesn't. It's not better or worse. It just is different. It's just to try this out, see what this is like. I like the state. I like the state of being hyper aware and super sober. I love it. It's great. But I can't do that all the time. I like being sloppy, stumbly drunk. It's fun. Sometimes, every once in a while, I like to get high. Yeah, you know, whatever. Sometimes I like to eat. I like to overeat. I'll eat to the point my belly hurts. Right. Sometimes I like to fast, not consume anything. It's it's all in everything we do every day is an alteration of what we used to be. It's a new experience. It's a new understanding. It's a new idea. But somehow, what I've noticed is people in their ideas have gotten so obscene, bizarre, outlandish, outrageous that right now there is a very stark difference between intelligence and like just fucking around and playing and having fun, and then people that are like trying to manipulate, control, and uh, burp God. It, that they're using the most weird, like how they go about this. They're where this is 2021 February. It's not February. I know all you're gonna say. All you're gonna say February, right? No, there's an R there. February. Just like Connecticut. It's not Connecticut. It's Connecticut. Say it. Look at the word. It's February 1st, 2021 Gregorian calendar time. So what everybody's using around these parts, apparently. And in fact, I don't think they're using a calendar anymore. Does anybody know what date is? Really? Do you really know? Sunday. It's Sunday also, just to verify fully. What are people doing? Where are a year into this fake ass whatever the things going on with the what they're saying on the news and shit? We already knew the news was bullshit, but to the degree of bullshittery at this point, it's coming in all portals, all realms. Like just like, hi, welcome. Here's some bullshit. Everybody's just so full of bullshit at this point. I mean, I get it. Have fun. I mean, hey, you know, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. If you grab a bull by the horns, you can. I mean, uh, I'm still trying to quantify, quantitate, qualify, and fully elaborate on this idea. Hmm. Like where did like the human species? We're talking about if you're into science, I assume that you believe in evolution. Okay, that there's a pretty close similarity between scientific ideas and evolution. If you're into religion, you believe that you still believe in evolution to a degree because you were made from a creator. The creator created you, you're the created, and then you're creating throughout life and you're becoming more and more like godlike, right? Either way, there's an evolution. There's a an advancement in mind, in technologies, in all of these things. It's going that way. It's getting better, right? It's always getting better. So if there is an advancement, why does it appear that people are dumber and dumber? Like truly, it's outstanding how completely bizarre and deranged people are. It really is. Like I thought advancement. I thought that as we advanced and became more superior than to our last version of self, whatever our ancestors, our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, etc. As we moved farther and developed and evolved, we would become more, and yet I still see people that are sleeping in the streets. In fact, I've seen more people sleeping in the streets these days. I see more people that don't have houses because we couldn't figure out how to provide them with homes because there's not enough houses, right? Except there's more than enough houses. There's just empty houses places. Can't just turn the water on because that would. Well, you actually could. You could just turn the water on. You couldn't just turn the electricity on because. Well, actually, you could because. Hmm. So we can't figure out how to do that for people. People haven't figured out. Like I remember in kindergarten, it was show and tell to share. It was showing and telling. Here's look at what I have, and you would share with the class. You'd share. You'd share some knowledge. You'd share what you have. You were taught that in kindergarten. You said sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Right? You were taught that, and you were also taught to share. Share. Each one teach one. Right? Where is that? Did everyone forget that? The first thing you were given, even when you came out the womb, you already knew this. It was you were giving energy. You were a giant, a ball of aura. This is why people want to be around puppies and babies. They're hilarious and they're awesome. They're just auric beings. They're energy. They're. Then we go through this system, and then the first time we get any piece of information, the only thing good that was given to us out of this information, tequila. What's up, Leanne? What's up, Melissa? We were given this thing in kindergarten, which is a German word because the school system is based upon a Prussian system, and Prussia, Germany, German. Nothing wrong with any of these things, by the way. Um, how far they went with it, you know. You think the school system here is to teach anybody anything good? Not anymore. There was a time. There was a reason for schooling and education that way. So kindergarten. So we have first through 12th. Why did they just throw the name kindergarten? Is that even an English word? No, it's not. It literally look it up. It's German. A garden. It's Garten. It's a garden. And kinder. Right? We know what kinder is. It's kindling. It's to start a fire. It's firewood. It's a garden of fire. And the first thing you learn there is to share. Sit on the floor, play games, and interact, socialize with other little beings. Cool. Then first grade, you're so excited. Here's how they tricked everyone's parents. Here's how they tricked everyone. Kindergarten, yes. Yeah, kinder. It's kind of kin is kinfolk. Kin and kinder, kindling. It's kin. It's why you have skin. Your skin is your kin. Is yes. Okay. Well, I'll go farther with that in a second. But here's where they tricked parents. The pair of ants. Here's how they tricked them. They tricked the child too. First day you go to kindergarten, what happens? You like, oh, separation anxiety. You're like, oh, mommy, I'm gonna go. Some kids are like excited to go to school because they've already been socialized to a degree. Others, not so excited. They're like, gotta go. All these weird people, I don't know them. They're all my size. This is really crazy. Oh, weird. Okay, and then they're happy. They eventually become happy to be in kindergarten because they get to play with things their age, size. Everyone's just running around. You're not really learning anything. Maybe a little bit. And then as soon as you finish kindergarten, you go home and you have the summertime, and then you come back to school and you're in first grade. What do they do in first grade? There's desks everywhere, and they're lined up to stare at a teacher. In kindergarten, the teacher's desk was over in the corner, and there was a mat on the ground, and everybody just played around, and everybody learned the way they. And then first grade, you come back and you're like, you're excited to go back to school. What happens in first grade? What happens in first grade? And they tell you sit down right there in that chair. And no wonder kids are all like, oh, they're in their chairs trying to figure out what's going. Like, why am I sitting in this? This is not even comfortable. I don't even my. Why am I wearing shoes right now? Why am I sitting like this? Right? They can't understand it because it's not. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to sit in just a chair like that and not. You always want to fumble around. Sit down, shut the fuck up. Here's what we're teaching you for the day. And they're like, I don't like this. You think anybody liked first grade? Do you remember your teacher's name in first grade? I remember mine. In fact, I think I could probably tell you every teacher's name that I had. Let's see. No, I'm missing 3 grades. Through yeah, not two. I got 4 of them. So in first grade, what's going on? So all these kids start like fumbling around. They're not paying. Well, your child is attention deficit disorder. They have ADD. No, no, it's the opposite. You have a strict, unruly being as a teacher that is dominating and making children submit to their nonsense. They think they're teaching something. No, they're aggressive and they're rude. So they're being rude to children. No, but no one's gonna, no one holds teachers accountable for, oh, they're just teachers. They love teaching. No, they don't. No, they don't. They hate children. They do. Just like doctors, they don't want to help you. No, they love money. They love money. Doctors love money. They don't love you. They don't want to help you. Teachers, they don't like children. They hate children. They want to dominate things. There's a dominator submissive complex. Go read about it. Dominator submissive. Everything that the teacher does is in the light of a preacher. Teachers and preachers. Teachers and preachers and classes and masses. They sit in the same way. You sit there, the person in front of you at the head of the classroom, the head of the mass, standing there, altering at their altar, altering your mind to be what? More like what? Like a little robotic automaton, so you can work for Henry Ford's assembly line. This is the school system is Prussian, and then Henry Ford developed this into a curriculum. What was his name? Horace Mann. I mean, the and see now all of this that I'm talking about develops into what we have today as we call them adults. I don't know. I call them adult, DOLT, dolt. Like, well, it's not their fault. It's no one. I don't blame anyone for the way they are. I can't. I don't hold judgment. I would never be a judge. Can't do that. The only thing I can do is qualify whether something's good or bad for me. Do I do good things and bad things? Yes, we all do. So now we've established that. There's no judgment, but man, are people fucking these days? There's a very stark divide between reasonable, rational, thoughtful, uh, heartfelt, mindful humans, and people that are completely awestruck. You know. What's up, Parzival? Hey, Parzival. I listened. I seen you sent me those. I seen you sent me those yesterday. I was out and I couldn't listen to them, so I just listened to them. That's fucking hilarious. Yes, man. The word, if you don't eat your meat, you cannot have your pudding. Yeah. What is that? What is that? Like you go to school. You know what? You know what else? Let's talk about that for a second. Okay, you go to the school system, right? Why can't we have good food there? So we talk about the SAD diet, standard American diet, and it's there. It's there everywhere else too. Don't worry, everybody else has a real fucked up diet, right? Why do we go to school and immediately we go in the morning and they give us what to eat? Cow's milk? They give you cow's milk, which is fine, but it's pasteurized, and they give you. I mean, if you get breakfast, some kids, the kids that couldn't afford the lower class kids, they would come to school early and they would get breakfast. None of the other kids would get fed at home, and they wouldn't have to eat in school until lunch. But the poor kids would come in, and for $1.10, you had to go to school and still pay for something. So your parents had to come out the pocket. This is crazy. Do you want to see? Do you want to see the craziness of this? Just think about this. You go to school. It's all paid for by the state, right? You go to school, right? And then, but because your parents paid taxes and all that, right? But then they had to give you money to go and eat lunch. So for when I went to school, it was like a buck and a quarter, buck and a quarter for lunch. But then you could also get some special, like, oh, here's some chips or a cookie or something, so for $2. So your parents were still giving you $10 a week to eat at a school system that they paid for. This is insane. And not only what were you eating though? Pizza day, pasta, like carbohydrates and like sugar and old tomatoes. Like what? A they gave you Mexican pizza. What does that even mean? I've never even heard of the word Mexican pizza and it's like weird cheese and sausage. What does that have to do with Mexico? What are they teaching you about culture of Mexico? This is what they eat in Mexico. So you had the overproof dough with I don't I so between the education that you were getting and the nutrition that you weren't getting, so they were instilling what into you? Knowledge of what? What history? What arcane whimsical wisdom were you procuring from these fine established monuments of wisdom, these teachers of all of the glory of our past? They were sharing with us our heritage and our knowledge, and the knowledge of the ancestral families. They were telling you about that. Oh no, they weren't. They were telling you how to do shit that you'll never use in your life. 12 years plus kindergarten, and then if you go to college too, just add that in the mix. And then don't worry, you can pay for college. 12 years of what? You sit there for how many hours a day? If you do the math and figure out how many hours you spent in school for them to teach you absolutely nothing for any worth, like you already know how to talk. You already can you do the alphabet? Can you do the ABCs and the one two threes? Dun, derp, derp, derp. You can hear that. Derp, 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 derp. I don't understand. Like, is the person backing up right now? Am I gonna have to close my window? Because that's such an annoying noise. It's just gonna do that. It's just gonna go beep beep like that. Welcome. What's up, Maz? What's up, Maz? What's up, Kabar? Hey, do you guys, what are you doing over here? Hey, do you weirdos do you guys want to do a zoomy zoom? The way I can see your stupid faces too? Or, oh, that was so relieving that beeping sound just stopped. Could you imagine having that your job was to make that thing beep all the time? I understand when you're backing up a giant vehicle, it should let people know. Stay the fuck away. I can't really see what's going on when I'm backing up this big beefy, meaty piece of machinery. Let's talk about backing up machinery and tomfoolery. You got some beeping going on? Yeah. I'm just killing a couple moments here before I go out onto the. Should we go on the bayou today? I told you guys I got a kayak. I got a blow up kayak. It's fucking bomb. It's the coolest thing. I really like kayak. But here's the thing: is the bayou doesn't connect with the other parts of the water over across the. So I got to carry it over there. It's a little bit of a hike to get there with the blow up kayak. But it's Being on the water is a lot of fun. I think I could probably live in a boat. I could. I've considered the boat life before. Yeah, you want to do that? Hey, well, hey, I'm. Look at, I've lived in, I've lived in cities and stuff that like, it was really weird when I lived in a city, because you get used to certain sounds. So it's kind of like, if you live in the country, you're used to ruffling, the rustling of the branches and the wind and maybe a bird and all of that, right? But if you go from the city life where you have these certain types of sounds and then go to country life where it's silent and it's like the still of the night, it's just dead, and all you can hear is just like a faint wind, like just a breeze. It's all you can hear. Where in the city you just go like, well, there's that sound. You're not even, it goes into your subconscious and it's kind of just there. It's I don't know what was it'd probably be, it's like city mouse, country mouse kind of shit. Yeah, city mouse, country mouse. To get desensitized to certain things. I don't know which way it's got to be worse, because going from going from the city to the country, it was it was disturbing in the sense that there was nothing. It was just emptiness. Like I've lived in a place where the closest store was not a walk away. It was not a bike ride away. It was, you had to drive there. The closest neighbor was, you get down a dirt road, like you have to. I don't even know what the name of the road, that I don't even think I lived on a road. I lived like in a cabin. I lived in a tree house. It was, somebody built a bunch of tree houses in part of their land. It was awesome. But there was nothing, like that's what you had. And then I've lived in cities where like people live on top of them, each other, but so it's just a whole mess. And 6 o'clock, like right here, I have church bells. Then I got whatever's going on and certain types of sounds. But they're all, yeah, being desensitized to things. Is that what's happened to people? Maybe you've given. I'm gonna start this Zoom up in a second here if y'all want to join. The uh, the sensitivity of people, that people have become desensitized to what's, I don't know, what's good, like what's really good. I don't know. It's like we don't even know what quality is anymore, huh? Yeah. Oh, so you used to be from the city, and then yeah, I can do with either. I don't. They're both fine to me for different reasons. Sometimes I like complete utter silence, and I feel like an old man. Shut the fuck up. Let me just my silence. And then other times I'm like, yo, I need noise. I need rambunctiousness, and like I want puppies and children and all sorts of people around doing wild shit, because I like that. I just don't like the fact that there's like, I don't know. If I had a house and I had like a family with like relatives and like I don't know that I would have a TV, but I don't think that would ever be on. Does anybody think about that, like being like growing up? Like, did you live in a household, there was music? Was there a TV on? Was there music on? Or were there people just making food and causing a ruckus? Interesting, because I've been to all three types of places. My upbringing was, a TV was TV was on, um, 24 hours a day, basically. And last I knew, the father figure of mine, um, he would he would he would have the TV on literally 24 hours a day. The only time he would turn it off is if he left the house, and even then, that was, I think it was just economy. Yeah, ocean, mountains, and city, Melissa. Yeah, yeah. The best place for that, I guess. I've always thought, I've never lived in the mountains. I've lived in all the other places though. Yeah. So that'll be like what, West Coast kind of, not Seattle, but up there along Cali. East Coast doesn't have mountains like that unless you go. You got to go inland a little bit, like Appalachian and all that. So you're too far from the water. I don't know. Let me schedule this thing here. We'll call it the fart factory. Because why not? And we'll schedule it for right now. And get rid of that one. Turn this thing on. Turn this thing on. And there it is. It has begun. Boom. Oh, there I am. Okay, do you guys want to go to the Zoom now? Ugh. Um, I never been to Red Rock. I never been to Red Rock either. Have you ever? I'll ask you the question when you come over here about Red Rocks. Hey, Parcel, what you mean? Isn't what normal? I must have missed the. Do you guys want to come to Zoom? You guys want to Zoom? Here's the number. Just do it. 814-5083-0149. 814-5083-0149. Somebody put that in there and then join over here. Oh, so you guys don't want to hang out in the Zoom? Is this you telling me you don't want to hang out with me? Is that what you're saying to me? Oh, TV on? Isn't that normal? Um, I mean, for me, like my TV sitting here, I don't know. I've actually unplugged it plenty of times. I don't. The only thing I use the TV for is to look at so there's light coming in, and I can see the TV, and it has like a rainbow on it, and I just use it as a black mirror, like black mirrors or a black crystal ball spell casting. I don't. Once in a while, I'll turn it on. I use this thing more than anything because it's just convenient, right? Hey, look at that. Parcel's here. Let me guess. Parcel is going to be smoking a pipe. Well, hello there. What about you guys? What do you guys? What do you? Hey, Melissa and everybody else. What are you doing? You gonna go do some dishes? Hi, Parsival. Great shirt. I can't hear you. Not that I wanted to hear your pitchy voice, but I said pitchy, not bitchy. Here, let's see if we can fix that. I don't know if you're not. There you go. Oh, there he is. You got that super 70s 70s Africana vibe with that blue and yellow shirt. That shit is super dope. What does it say? The best the Oh, the yellow submarine. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Okay. I couldn't see it cuz it's kind of folded over. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's TV on, otherwise how you learn to speak English?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. How would you learn? I mean, you don't learn good English, but you learn some English. See, I on the other hand speak the divine king's English. I speak so properly, it's upsetting to me sometimes. I have to correct I have to correct English speakers from England. They're British. I'm like British.
No, I don't know what they speak.
What
I
is
can't
that?
understand them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they swear they created the language, but they screw it up all the time. Yeah,
Well,
oh,
that
so,
shows you that things degenerate over time.
oh yeah, yeah, and they are some degenerates over there, huh? I thought they sent all the degenerates to Australia. There is quite a similarity to the accent of the Jamaicans, the English, the Australians, and some South Africans like you. Uh,
I, I have an accent.
yeah, it's pretty fucking strong, dude.
I, I didn't know that, man.
Not at all. Yeah, well, you're eating. I'm surprised you're not eating with your left hand. You might as well have a trough. You might as well have a trough or a trowel there where you just stick your face in and eat like a lay like a horse. Like I don't even know why you're being so. He's got to pull the bowl up to his face and just scoop it in there. Just pour it in, man. Hey, look who's here. Hey, what are you doing? It's time to buy silver. Hey, it's time. Come over to hang out with Parsival and I. Is Parsival and I correct, or is it me and Parsival?
First one.
Oh yeah, I thought so. But if I said me and Parsival, it still work, right? It still sound right. Hey, Maz is
No,
here.
we would have to correct you.
Ah, Christ. Hey, look what I got. Look what I got yesterday. I have to show you what I got. And it matches my what's behind me. I got this new deck of cards. Check these bitches out, yeah. It's really it's nice, nice, nice. Check these out. Gold and black, favorite colors. Let's see what's going on here. And these are old ones. Check this out. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit. Hey Maz, what are you doing? You're looking much less sloppy and fat than I thought you were. I love it. Shirt off, hat on. That's hey shirt a shirt off, hats on. That's the way we like to fuck. Hey, so for you guys over here on the YouTubes, I'm probably gonna mute you guys in a second because we're gonna start to talk a bunch of ridiculousness and probably play some music. So the numbers there come through. Hey, it's time. Come through. We're hanging out there. The number's right there. The Zoom ID is 814-5083-0149. I'll say it one more time. Come through because I'm gonna mute this and then I'm gonna turn it off in about 5 minutes. 814-5083-0149. Okay, bye. Muting it and then turning it off in 5 minutes.